right?
Oh, Nixon's the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did that go?
How does it go?
Yeah.
Nixon's the one. Nixon's the one. That's the whole song.
That's so it didn't take him long to write it,
So
right?
yeah, and then later on, he's doing Hard Bodies, the movie Hard Bodies,
Right.
another great movie that he did. He did so many great movies, but it wound up that we hung out with him, and Bill started hanging out. Next thing you know, well, let's do an album. It was like a Mickey Rooney movie. Let's put up a show. So that's what we did. We had talent night, and we had winners. We had they played with us, and it was just a labor of love. He wrote Vanna. We walked in the studio, Remington Roads.
Where was Remington Roads at? Schaumburg?
It was in Schaumburg.
Yeah, right. That's okay.
Actually, it was Head and West Studio.
Oh, I remember Head and West. Okay, so go ahead. You walk in the studio.
So we walk in the studio. I go, "What are we doing here? We have nothing planned." And he sits
like this radio show.
Right. Nothing's like. So he sits down at the piano and he starts playing, tan, 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 tan. And I'm like, where's he going with this? Next thing you know, he starts writing Vanna. And I'm like, oh, okay, Vanna, because Vanna was a playmate.
Yeah.
And very close with my dad. And it winds up that he wrote that song while we were in the studio for our first song. But he already had it. He knew what was going on. He knew exactly what he wanted. And to do the flip side of that album with all these novice people that were, I don't know how he did it. It was a miracle.
So you're in the band, and then tell us about your other job where you got the name the Singing Sheriff. We were talking about this at the IHOP the other day, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I was still performed all my life, even when I was working for the sheriff's department.
So so set it up. You'd be playing at the Stay Out.
At Stay Out at
how
2
late?
in the morning.
2 in
the morning. We'd start when Bill gets around to it.
We started at 2 in the morning.
Started at 2 in the morning.
And we went till like 6 in the morning.
It could have been 3 in the morning sometimes with you, Bill.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It was whatever. Bill comes out and says, okay, we're going to start.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I have to go to work at 7:30.
The Cook County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
so you're
tired.
leaving the Stay Out and you're going to work.
So they started a whole shift for me. It was great. I loved doing that. That was the greatest career of my life.
What'd you do at the Sheriff's Department?
Well, I worked transportation. I worked the jail. I worked the courts. I've done everything.
I was reading all that background you gave me. Did you sing to the inmates at times?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
I had a captive audience.
Yeah, of course. So what would you sing and how did they react?
And then a lot of people thought it was, what do they call it? It's too much pressure on these guys for me to sing to them.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. They sang along with me.
What would you cover? Just
everything. Blues, rock. Next thing you were doing, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Next thing you know, everybody's singing. The whole freaking bus is singing. Ain't too proud to beg.
The bus. You were singing on the bus. Yeah. You musicians came into the Stay Out. We would talk. I mean, didn't Herman's Hermits come in there once? And talk about some of the people who visited.
Well, Herman's Hermits were good friends of mine. I'd known them for years. And yes, they came into the club. They actually came in and played one night. David Clayton Thomas brought his whole band there.
Weird Al, don't forget.
Weird Al Yankovic came there.
He was a little ticked off.
Yeah, well, we kept him there. It was like the sun was shining when he left it. He was a little bit miffed. He wanted to sleep at some point in time.
He wanted his.
That was all. That happened to me. Leaving the Stay Out with the sun out is not a good thing.
Well, that's right. We had no windows.
Yeah.
We had no windows. Solid doors. And we used to sell sunglasses at the door.
You did, I remember that. Yeah.
$2. You can buy a pair of sunglasses. And people go, I don't need a pair of sunglasses. They open the door, they turn around, give me a pair of those sunglasses.
Yeah, describe the room. Describe